No construction. As you can tell, when people wear this type of attire, things didn't go well. I went to my local city council meeting. Yeah, I don't know if it's normal, but they put me at the end. I'm going to keep an eye on it, look up their agendas when they come around. I can only speak 3 times a year. Yes, 3 times a year. So, I'm going to spread it out. They put me at the end of everything. So, and everybody, when they were done doing their part, left. I don't know how normal that is. But that's what they did. And there was pretty much no one in the room. It threw me off. And I thought I was prepared. Clearly, I was not as prepared as I thought. And when they had like a little old-style alarm clock, LED, like when they first came out, big red numbers. And the numbers started to go faster. And that threw me off because I thought, they're speeding up the clock. Drinking some absinthe. Not good stuff, but you know, if you drink it, try it with raw sugar. It makes it smoke your teeth yellow. But you know, wow, it's like a little something. So anyway, and as with every council meeting I've been to, that includes my county, commissioner's courts, the nearest city, and the city I attempted to speak to today. At the time I was recording about an hour ago, and they all voted the same. Like all they need is one person to say yes, but no one really wanted to be the first to say yes. But once someone did, they were all unanimously, oh yeah. Well, if you agreed, why don't you speak up first? And then something I know it's been happening for a while, but saw it firsthand, is in a specified area, the council, they're wanting to put up multi-family dwellings, and there's a couple people opposing it. So what the council did was right then and there rezone it. Like, that's some dirty stuff. So now that it's rezoned, no one has any room to object. But as I said in my video, my intro, I don't know if I can download the video from the websites. I don't have a program on the phone to do that, so I have to wait till I get regular internet. I mean, I dressed all sorts of freaking nice. And they didn't care. I didn't say my speech as I intended. But for you... Oh, that isn't... Oh, and I know people are going to complain I have it in letter format. Like, bloop bloop instead of portrait. What more do you need to see? So, without further ado, let's see if I can... Oh yeah, there's a good angle. No. Oh, there I am. Alright. So, I'm going to go much slower. So maybe a 10-minute speech in about 3 minutes. Oh, let's see if I can turn towards the camera, huh? Oh, I remember as soon as I heard that absinthe was available in Texas, I jumped on it. So anyway, without further ado, trees older than our nation are being chopped down and replaced by construction no one wants except city and county officials, being filled by those who don't care about our land or way of life. destroyed by realtors and contractors who ultimately need permission to do so. Not for the economic development tax breaks, it wouldn't be happening. San Mateo and Ella County too late realize building more solves nothing. I lack understanding why we have to repeat their mistakes. City and county officials are taking us down the same path. This construction appears to be a drug officials are hooked on, as if trees and grass are offensive. They told me if it stops, people will be homeless. The opposite is true. There's almost more houses than jobs paying enough to have them. And then there's some people living in some of the simplest of apartments, working multiple jobs, multiple shifts, literally working as much as they can and barely scrape by. And they believe they're being managed well. This city council believes they're managing well. And to add to it, landlords are raising the price because they can't directly kick them out. They can make it unaffordable, and then you don't pay. The short version of it is gentrification. This happened in many other cities. People moved to San Francisco, Seattle, here, pushing out those who lived here for decades. It's a cancer that doesn't show symptoms till it's too late. Currently, parts of my city are rationing water. Building more won't fix it. More built, more people will deal with deer and snakes. Behind the old grocery store last Thursday, a deer almost caused a 3-car wreck at 4 p.m. So now deer are causing problems during the daylight, not just at night. And they don't see that as an issue. It's like, clearly, the more you build, the less land you take. And if I say it like that, like, well, less land habitat, they're not going to care. More people, bigger schools have to be. Bonds are nothing more than instant debt. Schools unable to give special need kids the care they deserve as is. Roads are being widened by stealing land from taxpayers. Some veterans. Not a good way of repaying their sacrifice. The city only had to fill out paperwork to become a Purple Heart city, like a dictator, giving himself a medal unearned. The 97 tornado was a freak storm. When a fraction of its size will do far more damage today. Now we have to worry about hurricanes. End up like Florida, only escape will be on foot due to clogged roads. Pavement does not absorb 4 feet of water. Building more only puts more people in dangerous path. Higher the population, the greater chance of being a terrorist target. EMS and police are undermanned and equipped. Terrifying knowing what may occur in 1 second. Imagine 20-minute response time, increasing with population. House fires kill many. More housing, the greater the chance a fire will daisy chain, would spread from one house to the other. I offered the city directly solutions to fix the homeless problem humanely and help feed vets. It was looked upon as describing paint dry. City employees and council boast of how well they manage the city. In the same breath, admit no one likes what's going on. Childish to tell people telling people you're successful, disregarding citizens saying otherwise. Unfit to professionally perform duties, have enough courage to step down. I don't ask of others something I haven't. The city isn't managed well when water has to be rationed. This council sits before you immensely haughty. When there's vermin in the field, it's advantageous to denounce them. Then there will be no fault. Pavement is no longer synonymous with progress. They rather have a legacy of concrete than goodwill. In this part, I definitely didn't say because, well, there's no one left in the room. I was planning to play towards an audience. There's enough of us to speak at every meeting. Reiterate someone else if need be. No one adds to their house when caring for the original has failed. My YouTube is no construction, all one word. Work in progress and community effort. Land isn't a sickness. Stop treating it as such, Council. A nation destroyed cannot be restored to existence. Recommend reading Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper. They can't make us give up our land. Every time I see trees butchered, farms paved, I become ill, wanting to curl up in the shower and cry, thinking, if I could go back to war, instead of having this construction craze, I would. Who cares if construction is planned? Do you go on every trip planned? Planned doesn't make it a must. We don't have to continue these land obliterating actions. Building the most isn't something to be proud of. These same actions doom some of the greatest civilizations. We are repeating history because those in power fail to act accordingly. Because it's my city's go-to. Oh, sorry about the flare. I've never, nor am saying, we build a wall or kick anyone out. Every time I've attempted to go to the city, county, under, I guess, chain of command, like shoot them an email, talk to some city official that's supposed to handle the situation, they go, well, we can't build a wall. I mean, that was like right after the president was sworn in. You know, and then the other day, I think it was last Thursday as well, when actually that deer incident happened as we were leaving the city hall. They said, well, we can't kick people out. I'm not saying kick people out. I understand people need some place to live. And right now they have a guaranteed place to live. But you keep building. We're going to end up like the bigger cities, with a huge amount of crime and response time ever increasing. That's putting people in harm's way. If you build it, they will come. It stands to reason. If you don't build it, they won't. Mankind can seem to manage every other species but itself. And that's how we do it. You don't have room, because what's happening? People are moving into houses, apartments, going, oh, there's room. Okay, let's have a kid or two. Then those kids leave. Well, we're still fairly young. Let's have another kid, because, you know, the empty nest deal, which, you know, I get. You know, when I put a dog down, you know, it's like, wow, this house feels so empty, I need something to fill it. So, I mean, I know pets are nothing like kids, but, you know, I guarantee it's the same feeling, the way I feel about my furry friends. I mean, it's ridiculous. They're stealing land from veterans. I mean, it doesn't matter if they're a veteran. They're stealing land from taxpayers. I mean, you'll see this in future speeches, but whether they know it or not, whether they're part of the deal or not, they're treating people like cattle and herding them into the city. Like city. Like everywhere is LA, you know, and then that makes them in a tighter spot and easier to manage. You know, read a book, Behold a Pale Horse, you'll see. And if it wasn't for some of the things in that book that I can confirm I've seen for myself, then I probably would have wrote the book off like, oh, this guy is trying to enrage people. He's, you know, he is the actual, you know, I don't know, lacking the words, fake news, I guess it would be filed under today. But no, I've seen it for myself. Well, not a lot. A good number of those things. I just don't see why we have to have these problems. We could do 2 world wars with 3 to 4 billion people and still have a lot to spare. And now we're headed to 8. Well, we don't need 8 billion people. You know, it's ridiculous. Next video will be the one I told the council. Just get a different video because it's sort of different. But I guess that's it for this. Oh, feel free if you want to use my speech I just told you, or any one of them actually. So for the future, if you want to go your city, county, state, feel free. You know, I won't feel bad about it. I wouldn't feel bad if I didn't give verbal permission. But I mean, it has to stop somewhere. I mean, they're just, like I said, I'm biased, but I'd rather see trees than a building. Oh, and one of the new buildings, the City Hall, actually, they're going to have a naturalized area, like a little, not really garden, but they're going to have some like bushes, flowers, and a tiny patch of grass. I mean, that thing is maybe the size of a jail cell. It's ridiculous. And eventually people are going to go, wow, this is nice. It's like a little mini Eden. The way they're destroying land. I mean, I don't see why. Thank you for watching No Construction.